After Second World War, in the modern world, majority of the nations are enjoying with the democracy and few more countries are still suffering and fighting for democracy from military and monarchy rule. So today, as expansion of democracy, let us see in this lesson two examples for this. One is Libya and other one is Myanmar. Libya is a North African country colonized by Italy. After a long struggle, they got freedom from Italy in 1951. King Idrisi became the ruler of the country. Libya is a basically poor and tribal dominating country. Agriculture and animal rearing is the base of their economy. Most of the nomadic and herd group we can see. In the Idrisi government, only few powerful families were benefited, and the government did not do anything for the development of the common and poor people. In 1959, petroleum reserves were found in Libya and country became rich. By selling the petroleum products, the country became so wealthy, but the wealth was concentrated or cornered by king and few powerful families only. In this time only in North Africa there was a political wave. Most of the youngsters of that area wanted to establish modern states which worked for welfare of common people and not to be obedient to colonial powers. As a part of this movement in Libya, under the leadership of Muammar Gaddafi in 1969, 70 young army officers took over the control of the country, and they themselves called their movement as Free Officers Movement. The country declared as Socialist Libyan Arab Republic, and the King Idrisi I fled and the monarchy was abolished in the country. And in this moment, the military also supported. The existing 12 military officers also participated, and this is known as Revolutionary Command Council, that is RCC. This leadership wanted to develop Libya as a modern equal society, and at the same time they wanted to follow the Islam's rules as majority of the people follow this religion. That was not easy for the new government to develop the country as they want. It is because most of the Libyan society belongs to the tribal and nomadic group, and they are illiterate, and women also confined to paradas and not allowed to the public activities or to participate in economic activities. So to overcome these problems, new government instituted several reforms. One is nationalizing of oil resources and distribution of share of oil profits among the people. To end the nomadism in the society, government distributed irrigated lands to them, and they also gave high subsidized housing schemes to make them to settle in one place. So for the literacy, government introduced free universal education for all, including women also, and women were given rights to have participate in every event, every public event, and they free universal education introduced for all, including women. Women were given rights to have properties and business, and also they can participate in all the public activities, and also they can work in different firms. Free medical care for all also introduced by the government. As a result of all these things, Libya was able to achieve the highest levels of social welfare and in the whole Africa. Here, average life expectancy increased from 50 years to 77 years, and literacy rate grown up to 90%. And whereas till today, after great struggle, India also not achieved this mark. As the society rapidly changed due to the development, and educated middle class emerged, and they shown interest to participate in the people assemblies, which were formed by the Libyan leadership to encourage the common people to participate in public affairs. However, the government under the Gaddafi was not ready to trust these democratic bodies. Instead, it created a parallel system of leadership of revolutionary councils, which were appointed and closely controlled by Gaddafi and the RCC. The democratic bodies had to implement the decisions of these non elected leaders. So, as a result, people lost interest in these bodies, but the government kept trying to enforce their participation. The RCC also very intolerant of criticism. It used to brute armed forces to arrest, torture, and kill political parties. There was no freedom for the press and no independent to establish organizations and trade unions. No political parties were allowed to function in Libya. Rapid development, urbanization, emergence of new economic opportunities made the nomadic people to settle in one place, and slowly the nomadic life was eroded. And in the same time, the middle class emerged in Libya, which was keen on taking up business and industry, but such opportunities were closed due to government policies and control of the few powerful families. In the later half of 2010, there were movements to establish democratic governments in the Arab world. It began in a small country, Tunisia, and spread to Egypt, Libya, Yemen, Bahrain, and Syria. These revolutionary waves of demonstration, protest, and wars taking place in Arab world that began in December 2010 and known as Arab Spring. These movements took place in Benghazi and Baida cities in Libya. It is because these cities are lack of civic amenities. The large number of citizens were unemployed and many families did not have a stable income. State-owned media refused, denied to report these problems, even though the people across the country began to interact through internet and mobile phones shared their miseries. Because of this, in the early January 2011, a group of people began to protest over delay in building of houses and political corruption in the city of Baida, which is located in northeastern part of the country. They began peaceful street marches, but the police crushed it down. These protests spread to other cities. By February, the protests take a violent turn. Professional soldiers who left the government army joined in this movement, and ordinary people armed themselves. A coalition of all groups that opposed Gaddafi came together in the movement and started protesting against the government. So the security forces fired at the people, several casualties and deaths were taken place. Protesters attacked government buildings and captured the local radio station. The Gaddafi government also tried to gather its supporters and stage demonstration in support of him. And he used his army and air force against the people to crush down the protests, and many people were killed. The interest to control the large oil reservoirs of Libya, many powerful countries of the world were keen to intervene and end the Gaddafi rule. These countries supported rebels in civil war. UNO intervened in support of rebels by declaring Libya to be a no-fly zone in order to prevent the government from using air bombing against the rebels. However, since the government continued the airstrikes, France, US, Britain, etc. jointly used their air force to bombard Libyan government positions. So, by the help of these countries, Libyan people eventually succeeded in overthrowing the Gaddafi regime. And after end of the civil war in Libya, free and fair elections were conducted. 100 political parties participated and 200 representatives were elected. New government established in the year of 2012. They have also formulated an interim constitution. Slowly, hopefully, Libya will continue with this democratic government in future.